First, it's really hard to win in the Big 12, and we give God glory and honor when we win and lose. We've got a culture of joy, Jesus, others, yourself, and I will say Central Florida hospitality has been amazing. Their staff has been great to work with, and obviously they're having a big impact in the Big 12. So why we're the best conference in the country is because everybody's contribution, and I hope Coach Dawkins gets his 300th win. I just didn't want it tonight. Lang, why don't we get you questions and I'll go.
Questions for Langston Love?
Langston, just kind of talk about how you were able to withstand UCF made their runs in the first half. I know they were shorthanded a little bit, but how you were able to hang in there and pull out the win.
And, first we just want to thank God just for being here. We've been on a tough little stretch, but as long as you stay the course, just know the Lord has a plan for you. We can get through anything. But just as far as UCF, they're a tough team. When they were on their runs, we knew they were going to make some runs, but we talking about just embracing the moment and embracing the pressure, And this team's a strong team, and we just fought to the end.
You mentioned tough stretch for the team. What was key to bouncing back tonight, especially after that last tough loss?
Just staying together, staying tough. Tough teams. The teams that aren't tough, they're full in those moments. Start pointing fingers. We knew as long as we were together, we had God on our side, that anything could happen.
UCF got off to a really strong start in the first half, and they're shooting off the lights. How did you guys lock in defensively in the second half?
We just knew there was 20 more minutes. 20 more minutes for us to show them doing our best, and that's what we did. We just made the tough plays, got the loose balls, got the rebounds, and then we ended up closing it out.
Obviously, your first time playing here in this arena. What did you just think of the crowd atmosphere tonight?
I love it. It's a great atmosphere, nice court, nice arena. UCF has something great going here.
How much faith do you have in the defense being able to force 16 turnovers, I think 8 each half, knowing that they're shooting so well? How much faith do you have to keep the defense to make a comeback like you guys did tonight?
We just got tough guys that embrace the moment. That's all. That's all it takes. We're gonna make some tough plays, get on the floor, and just give it extra effort. And that's all we had to do.
You guys are coming off a tough stretch, especially last time out, triple overtime game. Just kind of what was the team's mindset, facing a 3-game losing streak and knowing that you figured this was like a must-win game for you guys?
They're one-possession games. We just knew that we had to close it out when we came here. It's the Big 12. I think over half of the games come down to one possession, and we learned a lot. 3 games in a row we learned. So we knew that we coming down here, we were just gonna have to close the game out.
How physical would you say UCF defense was tonight?
They're physical. They got a big, long team. The guys are strong, but it's just a battle, so we were prepared.
Anything else for Langston? All right.
Thanks, Langston.
Thank you, Langston.
Questions? Yes, some good ones to Langston, so maybe you guys are done.
Coach, it was about 6.5 minutes left into the game when you guys really took control and found a way to win it at the end. What did you see as the big difference in those moments? Because UCF was in control for a majority of that game.
I think our experience is that the last 3 games where we won for 3 possessions, we could be ranked first, second, or third in the nation right now. That's the parity in this league. That's the parity in college basketball. So 3 possessions for being a top 3 team, and we just had to keep getting better. And tonight, I think we showed some improvements in areas.
Coach, what about changing defenses in the first half and then in the second half at clutch points and the kids pulled through?
Well, I think in the beginning of the game they were shooting so well, we had to do something different. So to try to get them out of rhythm, and I didn't stop them, but it slowed it down to where we could at least get it back in a reasonable distance. And again, credit them. I think they've surprised people nationally, not coaches. We know Coach Dawkins is a great coach, runs a great program, but nationally, I know when they've had some wins, people have been like, wow, that's. But we know how good they are, and what a good program they have.
You mentioned that they kind of pull at the plays and having to kind of find a way to slow them down. What does it say about this defense that they really kind of stick with it, continue forcing turnovers, and keep themselves in the game?
Yeah, I think they're really active. They're really aggressive. Do a great job causing turnovers. And I think sometimes that helps you be aggressive. if you got people swiping at you, it makes you want to swipe. So, again, they're really a good defensive team, and that inspired and motivated helped us.
What did you think of a player like Darius Johnson and his performance tonight?
Man, we knew he was good, but first half he looked like the best player in college basketball because we had no answers for him. We gave him one or two that were easy, but the rest, I mean, he made tough shots. And I know he's a really good person. So.
Obviously, a lot of attention on Jacoby Walter this season. Limited to just one field goal. Was it something UCF was doing defensively that make it difficult for him tonight?
I think one of Jacoby's biggest strengths is he came off a game where he was 2 for 12, and some people would think, I'm top 5 on the draft boards. I got to come in and I got to make up for it. And Jacoby's about winning, and today they focused on him, and he did a great job of taking what the defense got, and then the 2 for 12 game, he had some good looks, and we want him to always shoot shots, and they're not always going to go in, but he got to the line 5 out of 6 times, got 3 steals, so he found other ways to help us win.
Earlier you mentioned UCF opening some eyes with some of their wins. What do you think UCF brings to this league?
Nice weather, first of all. But no, it's a great market, and coaches know more about coaches and programs than that's our job, and we know what a great program this is gonna be in the future. It is now, and I think the rest of the world is just finding out. So and they're a really good team, which everyone is nationally finding out too. Sometimes you gotta play teams to have a chance to show that, and that's what the Big 12 gives you. And that's why it's so important our non-conference for everybody, because if we all do our job in the non-conference, then there's no bad losses when we get to conference. And I think all us coaches really pull for each other in the non-conference and want us all to get off to great starts for a big reason.
You had 8 turnovers in the first half, and then in the second half, you guys came out. You looked a little more calmer, like with your passes. What's being said in the locker room to try to get the guys to settle in more?
Well, we said pass to the guys in green and not the ones in white. That helped, but not. I just think we got used to the pressure a little more. And first half, again, they're top 10 defense in the country for a reason: size, length, athleticism, aggressiveness. And I think we did a good job as we got used to it, taking better care of it.
You all got to the free throw line 25 times tonight. More in the second half than anything. Did you see something during halftime that there was a way to attack and try to draw fouls in the paint?
Well, I mean, they press, and when you press, if you're going to attack it, you're going to either have threes or you're getting to the rim. And then half-court defense, they do such a great job helping. I thought our guys were really good at being patient, making the extra pass to where we were able to attack and drive and do some things. And in our 3 losses, we probably settled too much, and I thought we were in a lot more attack mode today.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have one more quick. Johnny's talked a little bit about, obviously, the first season in the Big 12. Is playing every game is like playing in the NCAA tournament. What makes this league so special? And you guys are able to, week in and week out, game in, game out, have these kind of games.
Well, I think first, because the students and the fans, they appreciate great basketball, so it makes it really tough to win on the road. And it's easy. I mean, like Super Bowl, it doesn't matter who's playing it, people showing up. And when you're playing in the Big 12, it doesn't matter who you're playing, it's a big game, people are showing up. And it makes it hard to win on the road, and that really helps. You have a great home fan base because they love to be entertained with great high-level basketball, number one. And then number 2, as far as I think the media and exposure that the Big 12 gets, because again, we do our job in the non-conference, which sets you up to be the best conference, which sets you up to marquee matchups, which gets you national TV, and then all us coaches make a deal with TV that every game's going to be 1 possession or overtime. They pay for our physical at the beginning of the year, and we're good with it.
Thank y'all.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Coach.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you, Coach.